to Believers Talk with Joe and Steve. We are your hosts. I'm Joe.
I'm Steve.
And we're here today to talk to you about free agents. Most importantly, Buffalo Bills free agents, right? From 2017, there were a bunch of free agents that the Buffalo Bills had. We talked about those in the previous show. So what we're going to do today is kind of just talk to you about where those free agents are at now, where the Bills are with them, if they re-signed them, or if they went somewhere else. So I don't know if you want to start us off with some of these free agents.
We'll start out with the offense, work down to the defense, with the unrestricted free agents that we did have this year.
Yeah.
Joe Webb, or quarterback / wide receiver.
Right.
He's still out there. Haven't heard really any interest in him. I think he can come back as a core special teams guy for us because he did play a lot of special teams. Mike Tolbert, or a fullback / running back.
Right.
He's still out there.
I don't see us re-signing him.
Yeah, I really hope we don't re-sign him. We signed Chris Ivory, so that eliminates that need.
Yeah.
Javaris Cadet and Taiwan Jones, two other running backs that we have. We have re-signed them.
Yep.
Both to one-year deals.
Right.
So they're back on the team, pending if we draft a running back or anything like that, their status could change, but we did bring both of those guys back.
Okay.
Now to our wide receivers, which now we're trying to figure out that situation with everything going on.
Is a bigger thing, so.
But Devontae Thompson just signed a one-year deal with the Cowboys, so he's gone.
Yep.
We have also Jordan Matthews out there, and he's been visiting the Cardinals.
Okay.
And haven't heard really much other than that for him. So maybe with all the needs now, receiver.
Maybe we look at him again.
They can bring him back a little cheaper. His prices dropped because he did think he was going to get around $10 million a year, and we weren't paying. And if you watch his tape last year with the Bills, he isn't worth that to us anyway.
Right.
So maybe now there is a possibility there.
Yeah, and as free agency continues to go on, your price drops more and more. And so here we are, second week of free agency. He's still out there. Maybe we get him for less, and that's fine.
Well, especially once the draft goes out, then you'll see some of these lower guys.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Jordan Matthews is a lower guy,
but
you'll see some of the other guys that aren't as high profile, then they'll sign. Or maybe Matthews, his hold up too is he did have surgery.
Yeah.
So
maybe he's not passing.
Yeah. So with the physicals and stuff like that, that's something he has to wait on.
And a lot of teams, the closer we get to draft, a lot of teams more focused on the draft. So they see these free agents out there. They're going to stay there until after the draft, even if they don't pick them up now, right? So it's like, okay, we'll wait, and then we'll get to those. So, but we'll see.
Yeah, because you get your big day signings the first day, and then after that it kind of dwindles off, and you'll see a few guys signing here and there, but it isn't anything like the first couple of days.
Yeah.
But two other receivers we have out there are Jeremy Butler and Brandon Tate, which I like Tate. I hope they can bring him back because to me, he's a pretty good returner. I like his return ability. So hopefully that's something they can work a deal out with him, especially with wide receiver needs right now. We only have Zay Jones, which is up in the air.
Yeah.
Benjamin, Rod Streeter, Andre Holmes, and Brandon Riley. So those are the five receivers we have on the roster now.
Right. And we'll talk about this more in a future episode about the wide receivers. But Brandon Tate, I thought you'd like to hear this from me. Now that DeAndre Thompson signed somewhere else, I would really like to keep Tate because it's just that veteran presence on the wide receiving core. I mean, you look at our wide receiving core now. We only have those players mentioned. The two that were starters last year, that was their first year in Buffalo. At least Tate was that. Yeah, actually wasn't his first year, was it? He was
Tate?
Yeah.
He was here a couple of years.
Yeah, he's been here a couple of years. So that's personally why I think, okay, let's sign him back. So
I like Tate as a fourth option.
Yeah.
In the slot.
Right.
Because Streeter, I believe he's outside guy. Andre Holmes, he's outside guy. Benjamin, outside guy. Zay Jones would be the only other guy on a roster that I think is an inside slot guy. But Zay can play outside.
Right.
So Brandon Tate being our slot guy, or we go 4 or 5 receivers. I like the little speed guy.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Get a little loose, and especially he can play special teams. That's a benefit for me.
Absolutely.
I like him returning punts and kickoffs.
Absolutely.
For me, I think he's one of the better guys in the league. But
right.
Everybody has their own opinion.
That's right. That's right.
Finishing out the offensive side, we have Centrell Henderson, who was our swing tackle.
Yeah.
He signed with the Texans, so he's gone. Now to the defensive side and to your guy, Kyle Williams.
So happy about this one.
Yeah, so he re-signed 1 year $5.5 million contract. So he's going to hang out for one more year and try to make another run at it. Yep. So it's good because we need that leadership because Eric Wood leaving.
Absolutely, yeah.
Cedric Thornton, the defensive tackle, he's still out there in free agency. I don't see them bringing him back at this point. Our biggest free agent name was Preston Brown.
Right.
Now he's gone. He's signed with his hometown, Cincinnati. Yep. So
yeah, I mean, we talked about how much we really wanted to re-sign him in a previous episode as well. So that was unfortunate, but and it's funny. Like I want to say it's because of the money. It's because of this. He didn't really sign for that much.
Yeah, it's like a $4 million deal.
So I don't know why we didn't pursue him. And again, maybe we did, and he just didn't like our offer enough to be convinced.
Yeah, I think he wanted that 1 year deal, and he'll try to hit the market again next year. But our other big name defensive player was E.J. Gaines, who just signed with Cleveland today. And he signed a 1 year, $4 million deal. So it's something with these $4 million deals. I thought he'd have a better market.
Right.
And, you know, the longer it went on, I thought there was a better chance that he was coming back. But
I mean, work out. As free agency started, you see all these cornerbacks hitting the market, and it was kind of like, okay, well, the more cornerbacks hit the market, the more depreciation his value gets, and maybe we resign him. But yeah, no, it didn't work out, and I'm really okay with that. Vontae Davis coming in, like, you know, what can you do? So
yeah, Vontae Davis is a little more reliable as far as being durable and being in the game. Gaines didn't miss a lot of time, not only in Buffalo but in his career when he played for the Rams. So Ramon Humper, another linebacker who we resigned.
Yeah, we did resign him. So
that was just a 1 year deal for the league minimum, so it kind of helps out the Bills, and they got some depth there at linebacker with Preston Brown leaving too.
Right.
Leonard Johnson, a cornerback. He's still out there. I'd like to see them bring him back.
Yeah, absolutely.
I haven't heard much about him, but then again, there were so many corners and all the bigger names going. It might take some time, so maybe he'll sign, you know, after the draft or something like that.
Yeah, and that's another name that we talked about. We actually thought we would keep him more likely than Gaines to begin with, and the less you hear about him, I think that's actually again better for the Bills. So hopefully, I would really like him. He's a really good slot corner, and I just like his production. So,
Sharice Wright, another corner that we had, he signed with Oakland.
Right.
So he's gone, which we said at the beginning of the year, you know, he's most likely going anyway.
Yeah, we weren't expecting him to come back. So
he did start a few games for us, but we both weren't personally so it wasn't somebody that we had like, oh my God, I hope so. But getting down to it, the last two unrestricted free agents we have are both safeties, Colt Anderson and Shamarko Thomas. They're both still out there. I don't really see them coming back. They were mostly special teams guys anyway. We did make a move and we signed Raphael Bush.
Right.
So that adds some depth. Maybe they do get a younger guy in the draft. Or a free agency, like undrafted free agent. Or bring back maybe Shamarko Thomas, but I don't see those two really coming back.
Yeah, no, to pick up a 6th round safety would be kind of exactly what we need right now. I mean, we have you know 2 really good safeties that are, hopefully will be our main starters the whole year, right? But then we just picked up the other guy for Raphael Bush, for safety issues, if in case one goes out.
You know. I mean, he has some experience. He's mostly a special teams guy, but a lot of your backups are going to be special teams guys.
Exactly.
So
yeah, I mean, out of those guys, I mean, the only guy I'm really disappointed we didn't re-sign is obviously Brown. I mean, the other guys I kind of expected it, so I'm not like that disappointed about it. But yeah, Brown would really like to keep him back, and of course, Williams coming back makes up for everything for me anyway. So it's Kyle Williams coming back is huge.
That's a big signing. See, it doesn't do too much long term, but for this year at least, you have some leadership in there, and you always need that. And you know, pressing forward, he's going to have them ready to go every week. And you know, we're trying to be on the rise. We're not trying to just plateau because we made the playoffs and okay, it's good to go. You know, next year no big deal. No, we got to try to finish it out.
Right, absolutely. And he could be a bridge guy, not in the sense of just defensive tackle, but also in a sense of leadership. Like if our defense is getting younger, he can be here this year and show the young guys this is how you lead a team, and then someone can take that kind of like stature on the team and hopefully lead them in the future.
So, but there's another classified free agents, and that's restricted. We did have a couple of those guys, Nick O'Leary, Logan Thomas, They're tight ends. They both got tenured.
Yep.
They re-signed with the Bills. Also, there's an exclusive restricted free agent. Basically, the Bills, if they tag these players, they have to sign with the Bills regardless.
Right.
Restricted, you can tag the player, and then if they sign with another team,
we would have to match.
We would either match it or we get a draft pick compensation for it, if depending on the level of tag.
Right.
But yeah, so we did tenured O'Leary and Thomas, so they're going to be back. And we also tenured or exclusive restricted free agents Lafayette Pitts and Eddie Yarbrough, so they're both back with us.
Okay.
Pitts, obviously, we need cornerback help.
Yeah, absolutely. So he adds depth there,
Yep.
and same thing with Yarbrough at the defensive end position. We could always use depth there, especially with our current ends getting injured. It seems like a lot. So with Shaq Lawson, especially, we really haven't seen Shaq Lawson play much with Buffalo. So I hope we have good things. But moving on from the players that either we lost or we're waiting to see what happens, we have a list of players that we signed so far this year. So I don't know if you want to go over some of those names.
Yeah, the huge name, the big name, the
big
splash.
contract.
Yeah, the contract was defensive tackle Star Lotulelei.
Yep.
Coming from Carolina.
Right.
So he signed a 5-year deal, which they can really have it be a 3-year deal and move on from him then. But, that's big to us because we need that run stuffer.
Yeah.
We signed defensive end Trent Murphy. He played outside linebacker in Philly, but he's going to play defensive end for us.
In Washington, right?
Or yes, in Washington.
Sorry. Yeah.
We signed cornerback Vontae Davis.
Yep.
Who takes over for EJ Gaines.
Yep.
So that's just a 1-year deal. And then, we're going to have to replace him next year. So
Absolutely.
we filled the hole this year, but next year we're going to have to do the same thing. We signed safety Raphael Bush. That was a 2-year deal, so we got another backup safety. That's the one we were talking about a little earlier. Running back Chris Ivory, we signed him, 2-year deal.
Yep.
Could possibly get out of it after a year, but at least we have a veteran backup.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's a bruiser, and I like him better than Tolbert.
Right, and that does not mean we won't get younger in the draft still with the running back. We can talk about that a little bit later too. But yeah, he's a nice veteran guy to come in and get some yards and help McCoy out.
Yeah, so and then we beefed up the offensive line a little bit. We do need some help there. Signed Russell Bodine, a center from the Bengals, and tackle Marshall Newhouse, who was released by the Raiders this offseason.
Okay.
So we do need some help there, especially we said before, defensive side this year and then offensive side next year. Really, with the offensive line, we're going to have to retool that with everybody being out of contracts. We did have some players in for visits that didn't sign that are still out there. Linebacker Will Compton, also another linebacker Kevin Minter, and linebacker Carlos Dansby. So they're still trying to upgrade that middle linebacker position since we lost Preston Brown. But
absolutely,
those are the guys that are out there that they did have in for visits, but haven't heard anything from there. One note before we go to another video, Rashad Penny, one of my favorite guys from San Diego State, is rumored to be coming to the Bills for a visit, pre-draft visit. So there's the younger running backs. We did re-sign Taiwan Jones and Cadet. So those two could possibly be moved on to anyway if we do get a running back in the draft.
So we'll wait to see what happens there. But that's basically that is what the Bills have been up to in free agency so far. We're, like we said, we're 2 weeks into free agency, and it seems like a lot because I feel like it's been a lot. We've been on here a lot. So I don't know if you have anything else to add, or is that everything?
I think that's about it.
That's about it. So if you haven't already and you love this kind of Bills content, just please subscribe to the channel. We'll continue this. We'll continue to update you on free agents, and we'll be with you with breaking news as it happens as well. So we will give you the breaking news, and we'll recap it later so that way you know what's going on. And then we'll just be here for other things throughout the season, throughout the draft, everything. We'll cover it. Steve and I got you covered. So subscribe, like, dislike, comment, and we'll have to get back to you. But until next time,
go Bills.
Go Bills.